Okay, so this is how to make a make a dress out of a pillowcase. Real easy. I took the pillowcase and I folded it in half. Let's see if I can make it smaller, get it closer. Okay, this is how to make a dress out of a pillowcase. You see, I took the pillowcase and folded the long way. See, like that. And then what I'm going to do next is cut a neckline. Over here is where the top of the dress is can be, and this is the seam line at the top of the pillowcase, and this is seamed this way. Okay, so we're going to see if I can cut this with one hand. So what I'm going to do is just cut a neckline, and it's about that wide, probably. You could probably make it 3 by 3 as far as your neckline. Yeah, you can do 3 by 3, something like that. Okay, so first, what we're going to do is cut by here. See, see the pillowcase here, and we're going to get the neckline. It looks big here, but we look like went down about 3 inches, and I'm just going to cut around. See, cut around like that. All right, see that? Cut that about 3 inches. Now for the sleeve, it's going to be the short sleeve, and we can come down, and for most little girls it's about that much. Looks like you can go down, let me see, my tape measure here, from the top of the sleeve, down, looks like a good 7 inches be good for you. 7 inches. Okay, see, about 7 inches. And what you're going to do, come down about 7 inches, and then you're going to kind of go in just a little bit, so it might be so full, and then go straight down like that. Okay, let me turn this around to make it easier for me to sew it, to cut it. Okay, get this back even. You see where I got the neckline there, when I cut the neckline out? And this right here is the shoulder, and this is a seam. So what I'm going to do is actually come down. Let's see. Looks like, what I say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give it a little, about 7 inches. Now let's go ahead and make it 8, because we got to sew it. See right here, come down about 8 inches. And you're just going to cut. And kind of curve it around. Give it a little smaller inside. And then you're just going to go straight out down the seam. See that? Just go straight down the seam here. I'm doing this with one hand, so it's very hard. Okay. You see what I did here? Very simple for the dress. Okay. Step 1, fold it in half, cut out a neckline. You can fold the neckline in or put a trimming around the neckline. And for the sleeves, I went down about 8 inches. 8 inches, and I cut in and around and all the way down, making it skinnier as you go. I just cut in a little bit for the waist. You can kind of trim that and make that a little bit better, like that. But if you want to give her a little split in it, you can. But it's kind of up to you as to what you want to do. If you want to take all this off and just hem it, you can. If you just want to take part of this off and still give it a good hem, you can do that also. But for right here, what I would suggest for the sleeve part, Let's see if you can see it. You see that seam in the sleeve right there? You're going to open that up. And what I would do is take my scissors. See that? Go right up in there. And do the same thing for the other one too. I hope you can see it. This is hard with one sleeve, with one hand. But go ahead and cut this off here. Okay. Then you got your whole little dress, see? Okay, you see it? You see the neckline? That's the neckline. You can put a little trim on it. If you want to put a little binding, put a little binding around the neckline. And the sleeve, you can just turn the sleeve. See, it's all sewed across the shoulder already. Sewed across the shoulder already. And then all you got to do is turn your little hem in there. One down. Just turn your little hem. You know how to turn it twice. And just make your small little tiny hem on this. And if when you sew it, you're going to sew around here, turn it over on the wrong side, and turn the inside out, you know, and just sew it round, and then just make this. Let's see. You're going to sew it from the sleeve here all the way around out to here on both sides. On both sides. From here all the way around and straight out. You go cut that a little bit even. I cut it in so it won't be so big in here, because since it's a little girl. And then a couple things you could do if you want. Cross the turn on it with the insides. What you could do is open it up before you sew the sides, which would be really cute. Before you sew the sides, you could do a couple things. Lord, I don't want to open, Jesus. Okay, open it up. And from the shoulder down, about where a little girl and niece put a piece of binding across here. But a piece of binding. You see what my fingers? A piece of binding all the way across here. And insert a little tiny elastic through here, and do the same thing for the back. Just put a piece of binding across there and put a little piece of elastic and adjust it to the size of a child. That's all you're going to do, adjust it to the size of the child. I don't know if you caught that, but on the inside, about down up on the arm, see, about that far down, up under the arm, see, that's the arm that I was come down to about, make it looks like about 8 to 10 inches from the top. Make it high-waisted, that's what I'm talking about. And put a piece of binding across there and insert a piece of elastic. So, and just sew your elastic there and sew it here, so that when you fold it back on the inside rather, and put the two sides, you're going to do the front and the back like that. And then when you turn it over to sew it, it's going to be on the wrong side, not this side. What you're going to do is just go ahead and sew it. You got the gist of what I'm talking about. Real easy. I got that many pillowcases, so I can't cut up another one. But that's the whole thing. That's the whole little thing right there, Niecy. Your neckline, and then if you want a couple, you can put a binding around there. And with the neck now, I wouldn't make it any lower. All they need to do is be able to get the head on it. So time you put a piece of binding, that's going to take it down a little bit lower. And if you want, you can cut the front a little lower than the top, but put a piece of binding around it. Or like I said, just turn it down. I don't like turning it down. I'd rather put a piece of binding around it, facing it or something. Cut your facing and do it. Like I said, you split this part here for your sleeves. You sew down. You're going to slow down all the way out. So you're going to sew around and all the way down. You know, make this even along here. This part's cut kind of with just hand. You know, make it kind of even. And there's your easy dress. If you got any question, I could stick this in the mail to you real easy. Fold the pillowcase in half. Cut your neckline first. When I say half, half the long way with the seams at the top. Fold it in half. Fold the pillowcase in half. Fold the pillowcase in half. Cut your neckline. You can cut your sleeves out. All within half like this if you want, to make sure you get it the same size. Do it like this. And then what you're going to do is go back and open it up here. Open up your sleeves to here on both sides. One by one. Just open up your sleeves. And you still already have your seam at the top. And then you have to just open it up and sew the two sides. All right. Love you. Hope this worked. If not, let me know. Ciao. Let me know. Tried it on the computer. If you can't tell it, I'm gonna see can I get one of my girls to come over here and set up my camera. I couldn't do it on my computer. It just didn't want to work. I think I had to put it farther away. Love you. Bye.